And welcome in, Panthers fans, to another edition of Mabank Panther Athletics right here on the Cedar Creek Media Network. As always, I'm Taylor Honey.
I'm J.D. Bird.
A few more times we got this configuration running, J.D. Of course, J.D. again going to be heading out to Cayuga. I'm going to keep reminding everybody because our Facebook page needs the followers over there on Cayuga. So go follow us on Cayuga. But that's not the important part right now. It is more district action here against it with a few teams that are battling. I mean, they're not battling uphill, but they're looking up at the top seeds in the playoff standings. They're trying to solidify their playoff chances. And what better chance to do it than right here in Mabank Gymnasium, my boy JD. I couldn't get the words out there. There we go.
That's right. Always nice to, and you know, for the good guys in white, always good to be able to have the home field advantage to be able to solidify those kind of things. When those big games end up happening in your own house, that kind of gives you that extra good feeling, right?
That is exactly it. And of course, we had the Dowlaska event last week, so weren't just the way things worked out, and then with it being the off Friday night, actually didn't get to do any basketball last week. So we're here, we're revved up, we're ready to go, and we are ready to see some more great district basketball action. Well, we got the starting announcements going to be coming up here in just a moment or so, so let's go ahead and take a very short break. We got to pay the bills, everybody, so we got to go ahead and take us a short break. We'll be right back with our feature presentation right here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Hey sports fanatics, are you tired of that builder-grade kitchen or your bathroom being stuck in 1998? Mosier Contracting has been remodeling homes around Mabank and DFW since 1995. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom home building. We guide you start to finish with real communication without the guesswork. See it in person at our kitchen and bath showroom on Market Street or our flooring showroom on Mason Street in Mabank, USA. Mosier Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call us at 903-470-8550, where we take con out of contracting.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost-effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics. All right, back here at the City Backflow Broadcasting booth, once again, stuck firmly here in Mabank, America. We are just a few minutes away from game time, but of course, as always, I usually turn it down before that buzzer goes off, sorry. But as usual, the fantastic principal of Mabank High School, Mr. Michael Rowland, going to do the starting announcements. So let's go ahead and turn it over to him. As we honor where we will play in the national anthem.
Your starting lineup for the visiting fans. Junior guard number 1, Keelan Walker. The senior guard number 3, Keelan Harvey. The junior guard number 5, Lance Sherwood. The senior forward number 10, Lappy Guy. The freshman guard number 12, Mason Johnson. And is coached by Alan Wilson and Will Christopher. And now, the starting lineup for your Mabank Panthers. At 5'7", junior, weighing number 22, Kendall Woods. At 5'7", sophomore wing, number 2, Callie Parker. 5'7", senior guard, number 21, Shayla Cersei. 5'5", senior guard, number 10, Nina Sanchez. And a 6'1" freshman post, number 34, Harper Tiarina. Mabank coached by Jeff Sutton, Cody Sills, and Marcy Park.
All right. Well, I only get to say this a few more times, so as always, ready to turn it over to the voice of the Mabank Lady Panthers, the one and only Mr. J.D. Bird. Now, J.D., there is a little interesting shakeup there that we didn't see. Callie Parker going to get the start here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about that?
Yeah, just, of course, always pleasure to be able to voice these Lady Panthers. It's fantastic group of girls, as they always play, and play wonderfully at that. But just going to quickly run down the 5 for each team once again in case you miss it. For the Lady Vandals, it's going to be number 1, Keely Walker, number 3, Kaylin Harvey, number 5, Lana Sherhart, number 10, Landry Guy, and number 12, Macy Johnson. Of course, on the other side, like you said, number 3, Callie Parker going to get the start this time. No, sorry, number 2, Callie Parker going to get the start this time. Number 10, Nina Sanchez. Number 21, Jada Searcy. Number 22, Kendall Woods. And, of course, jumping for these Lady Panthers, number 34, Harper Tiarina. And right there off the tip, it's going to end up in the hands of Van, and they're going to get things started on the offensive side here tonight. Going to pass it up around the top there for a second before Ms. Harvey. Going to step up, take it from the top of the key, send it over right back to her now. Swinging around each way as it ends up back in the hands of Harvey there. Going to get it over to Sherhart. Sherhart going to come around a couple screens there. Looking to go to the corner, going to hand off to Walker. Walker over there to Harvey. Harvey on the drive inside, no good on the layup. Mabank kicking it quickly. Trying to go coast to coast is Kendall Woods. Harper Tiarina there for the cleanup and going to go up through the traffic and draw the foul. So a quick trip to the free throw line here for Harper Tiarina.
I'm telling you, man, we've talked about it and talked about it. She has just grown and grown and grown over the year in her game of in this game of basketball. You just saw her on both ends of the floor. Stepped in front, didn't allow a good shot, no points on that end, and then comes back, collects an offensive rebound, and at least gives herself a chance to put some points up here on the board. Just tremendous. Been watching her throughout the rest of the year, or throughout this year. Goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. Her growth so far, she's had to step in and fill the role of Honey Aldridge, which is a very tall task to ask. She has done a great job in helping this team to not fall apart. She is able to make the second of 2 free throws, and Van immediately goes right back to work on the offense. It's going to be Sherhart at the top of the key. Looks like she's going to be directing some traffic, going to get it there to Walker. Right back to Sherhart. Sherhart going to try to go to the rim. Through the contact she goes, and foul going to be assessed. Looks like they're going to get Nina Sanchez as Nina gave up that baseline and ended up paying for it, as Sherhart does a nice job of getting into the body and drawing the foul. So 2 shots coming up here for Lana Sherhart. First shot on the way here. And that one is nothing but the bottom. Barely touched any net there on that one.
Textbook.
Good looking free throw shot right there, as that ties it back up 1 apiece. Got one of the longer free throw routines that we see in high school, that's for sure. Second shot on the way, sits there on the rim, ends it up getting a lucky fall. So that'll be 2 free throws so far here for Sherhart. In a bit of trouble, Jada Searcy, but she's able to get away from the traffic, trying to send it down to Kendall Woods. It'll be intercepted there from Walker, and they'll take it away. Walker gonna take a stop and pop 3, and she's got it. So quick 4-point lead here for the Lady Vandals. And Searcy again in some trouble, able to get by. Gets it across half court now. And T Arena's pass there to Sanchez. Heads up out of bounds, but Keely Walker ends up last touching it there. So Mabank gonna keep it here right in front of Van's bench. Able to get it in up top to Nina Sanchez. Sanchez immediately runs into a double team and then able to get it over there to Woods, but Woods is gonna be fouled. Looks like they're gonna get Keely Walker with a push there. So that is another quick foul for the Lady Vandals. Into the corner, Callie Parker gonna take the 3-pointer. No good on the shot. And it looks like on the rebound, Kendall Woods gonna get caught with a push from behind. So it will be Van's basketball. And Callie Parker trying to play some tough defense, ends up getting another quick foul. So the foul's coming in for both teams really early in this one.
Yeah, 5 between the two already. 3 for Mabank, 2 for Van.
So the Lady Vandals going to go back to work. It will be Caitlin Harvey, able to get away from the pressure, trying to send it up ahead to Guy there, who had a step to the inside on T Arena, but pass just kind of floated there on Harvey. Ends up soaring out of bounds. And on the inbound there, Sherhart able to almost come away with a steal. But it looks like they're going to say it was last touched by her. So it'll still be Mabank's ball here. The substitution going to quickly come in. Number 11, Addison Rainey, going to come in for a second and give Keely Walker a quick break. So Jada Searcy doing the inbounding here, able to get it to Nina Sanchez. Up ahead there to Woods. Trying to break this press here. They're able to. Nina Sanchez looking to go all the way. Puts up the floater, no good on the shot. Able to bring it down. Now Van pushing, going to stop for a second, and it will be Harvey taking a deep 3. No good. T Arena able to haul in the miss. Sanchez up ahead to Searcy. Searcy thought about the 3, gives it over to Parker. Parker no good on the shot. T Arena able to fight for the rebound, but it ends up last touched by her. It was kind of poked free a bit, and then she wasn't quite able to get it back. So a lot of back and forth going on here so far. Sherhart now trying to break through all of the traffic. Ends up getting away, ends up on the ground. Quick timeout going to be taken from the Van coach. And with that,
Smart.
we are going to quickly take a break as well with him. So we will be back here after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
Alrighty, and we are right back to it here, as it is in the hands of Lana Sherhart there at the top of the key, trying to direct traffic for her team. Going to give over to Harvey. Harvey now waiting for the traffic to clear, almost stolen away, but quick Panther collision there. Ends up with it back in Van's hands.
Yeah, you had two Mabank players colliding, and then you had Harper T. Arena colliding with that basketball as it was being shot with a big block there. So, yeah, it's out of bounds, but that was kind of demoralizing for the Lady Vandals there just to get that shot just whacked away like that.
So going to get a quick reset of things here, and just like the last time, it'll be Sherhart there at the top of the key for her team. Looking for somewhere to go. Harvey with a nice back cut, headed to the rim, and no good on the shot. Kelly Parker not able to haul in the miss, and it ends up out of bounds off of her. So now a substitution going to come in. Cambry Phillips going to enter the game, give Callie Parker a quick rest. And Van goes back to work on offense. Nina Sanchez, however, nice job on the defense, able to come away with the steal, trying to send it up ahead. It'll be stolen away. That was Macy Johnston able to come away with the steal. Now Sherhart looking for somewhere to go. Inside there to Harvey, over to Guy, not able to get the shot to fall. Searcy hauls in a miss. Up ahead to Cambry Phillips, extra pass over to Woods. And it is poked out of bounds by Van.
Man, very rarely do we have the camera panning too fast warning coming up, but it's happened twice already tonight. They're whipping around.
It is a lot of back and forth here so far. Woods able to get it inside to T. Arena, and nice little hook shot falls there for Harper T. Arena. As she has got all 3 points so far for her team. Right there, almost comes away with a steal, but Van able to survive. Almost loses it again, but able to come away with it. Harvey dribbling it around, working against Searcy here. Going to take the shot, not able to get it to fall, gets her own miss, puts it back up and in, and one bucket there for Miss Kaylin Harvey. So another substitution comes in. Jada Searcy going to go take a break, and McKinley White going to enter the ball game. Harvey's free throw shot is up, and it is good. So gets the lead out to 5. Sanchez trying to get it over to White, and just a little bit off of the fingertips. Ends up out of bounds. Another quick turnover here for the Lady Panthers.
Just a little high.
Gives it with Van on their own side of the court. Harper T. Arena working against Guy. Guy able to get the nice post move to fall. And a quick timeout going to be called here by Coach Sutton. And, of course, when they do, we do. So we'll see you right back here after this.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
All righty, right back to it here. Actually, a little earlier, but Mabank looked like Coach Sutton knew exactly what he wanted to address with his team and got him right back out there quickly as Van retakes the court. Looks like we got same kind of situation here. Van going to stay in their press. Mabank going to have to figure out how to efficiently break it, and right there able to. Nina Sanchez just kind of dribbles it up the sideline, able to get across. So McKinley White up top, going to send it right back over to Sanchez, right back to her, into the corner. Cambry Phillips inside there to T. Arena, and going to get caught with the travel on that one. So another turnover. And Van's got control again. Looks like kind of a soft press here from Mabank, just to kind of maybe get Van thinking about what they need to do. Trap comes in here. Harvey working against the pressure, and backcourt gonna be the call. Nice defense there. Ends up in a Van turnover. So Mabank able to steal another one right back. We'll wait a second for a substitution to come in. It looks like Presley Sims into the ball game. Kendall Wood's gonna go get a quick break. White able to get it inbounded right there to Sanchez, right back to Sanchez now. And Sims swinging it all the way around. Cambry Phillips from the corner. Send it back around. Nina Sanchez now with it working. Gonna give it to White. Kind of just passing it around, working to see what comes open. They're finally gonna get Sims in the corner. Knockdown three.
Get to see our first little friends of the Mosier Monster tonight.
There they're going back.
Yeah, Sims working on both sides of the ball right there. She was able to come up with that steal on the other end. Cambry Phillips just not quite able to get that fast break layup to fall. But looks like finally maybe some momentum starting to shift in favor of the Lady Panthers. Sherhart working against Sims here. It's a nice move inside, turnaround shot, off back iron, no good. Landry Guy able to come down with a rebound and puts in the second chance effort. Mabank trying to work against the press once more, and another turnover. Ends up with more points as Addison Rainey able to put in a couple. Presley Sims now stops, sends it back to Sanchez. Up ahead to White now. Right back to her, looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Phillips in the corner, quick. Stop and pop shot there. Nice mid-range there.
That is where Cambry Phillips is so dangerous. She can just kind of slip around defenders and shoot behind your back. Man, she does it better than anybody.
And good pressure once again from the Lady Panthers. Ends up with Macy Johnston with a foot on the line there. They're along the sideline. Got to get another substitution here. Is Jada Searcy going to come back into the game, give Nina Sanchez her first break of the game. And Searcy up ahead. It'll be from the corner. Bang! Cambry Phillips. Well, they had started building quite a lead, had Van, but now Mabank has closed the distance quite a bit, only down by 3 now. Harvey working around with it, works inside, puts up the shot, no good. And Presley Sims comes down with a rebound, trying to work it up ahead. Quick couple of passes there, trying to get it across half court. They're going to have to. They do. Jada Searcy tries to send it inside. Landry Guy able to tip it away, finally stolen away by Van. So going to keep this back and forth going here, these two teams. Is right there trying to get a little sneaky pass inside behind the back there to Rainey. Ends up off of her foot, out of bounds. So Mabank takes over once again.
Got another substitution. You got Harvey coming out, number 13, Jaylee Weisinger coming into the ball game.
White working it up ahead, going to get to Phillips. Phillips now going to stop, pop. Oof. Oh, just off back iron. Weisinger able to come away with a miss.
Oh.
And they're going to call a foul there. I think they're going to put it on Harper T. Arena.
And that's going to be the 5th foul as well, so it's going to be shots coming up here.
Yeah, Jaylee Weisinger going to be taking a couple of free throws here while in the bonus. 24 seconds left to go here in this first period of action. First shot on the way, bounces around a bit and finally does fall down. And substitution comes in. Landry Guy going to go get her break of the game, her first break of the game. And Lucy York going to head in for the Lady Vandals. Second shot on the way from Wiesinger, just not able to get to fall. Jada Searcy able to haul in the miss. Up ahead now, Cambry Phillips. Shot long, two-pointer, but it does fall. Lana Sherhart trying to work it quickly, decides to slow it down a bit. Working against Phillips here. Able to get her way inside. And foul gonna be called, so shots coming up. And they're gonna get Jada Searcy with a blocking foul. So Lana Sherhart gonna take a couple more free throws here.
Tell you what, Cambry Phillips coming out here tonight, shooting her little heart out. She is, we've seen her score a lot. This first one doesn't go down there for Sherhart, but we've seen her put up some points, but we haven't ever really seen an avalanche of points like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But man, if she can start doing that, then having that second, third, fourth option to score, it's just almost an embarrassment of riches here for Mabank.
Second shot on the way from Sherhart, also no good. And oh man, Harper Tiarina able to come down with the miss, but ends up having her feet caught in some traffic and ends up tripped. Ball ends up out of bounds on her. So Van gonna get to luckily come away with one there. Able to get the inbound there to Sherhart. Last second opportunity is no good, and that is how the first period of action will come to a close. Well, it was it was quite filled with it right there. So we are going to quickly take a step away, and we will be back with it here after this. All right. Back to it here.
What's up, McConaughey?
Second period of action coming at you, as it is going to be possession arrow in the favor of Mabank. So they're going to start out with it here to start the second.
See who you got out there, JD. We got what? Sims, Sanchez, Tiarina, Parker, and Phillips.
That is the five on the court here for the Lady Panthers. Is Nina Sanchez breaking away, going to send it to the corner. Callie Parker not able to get the three-pointer to fall. Harvey able to get the miss and then clear out the traffic. And up ahead there, three-pointer on the way for Stelflug. Ends up in a miss. And Sims now coming away with it, trying to work it across half court. And they're able to do it in time. Up ahead to Parker. Parker trying to switch sides of the court. Gets it over there to Phillips. Phillips, stop and pop shot. No good from mid-range that time. Nina Sanchez able to get on the ground and come away with a rebound. Hands it over to Sims, now working. And looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Parker there in the corner. Parker going to bring it around, get it to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Phillips. Phillips inside there to Tiarina. To send it over to Sims on the other side. And able to get the step inside, just not able to quite get it to fall. Harper Tiarina puts it up through the contact on the second chance effort and one bucket.
She is just so tough down on the blocks. Ties this thing up, JD, with a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, after not having the lead since they had put up the very first point of the game, they have got a chance to gain the lead once again. And unfortunately, free throw no good there for Tiarina. still all tied up here. Sherhart able to get a breakaway. They're working against Tiarina. Tiarina comes away with a beautiful defensive effort. Ends up in no points and Mabank's ball.
I mean, you saw, again, I know I harp on this, but at the beginning of the season, she was coming off the bench. She was kind of getting just a few minutes at the beginning, but as the season's progressed on and on and on, I don't think she's come off the court yet tonight, JD. She is just a stalwart out there, not only on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side. And with a lot of young basketball players, it's kind of one or the other a lot of times. You know?
She is absolutely becoming a centerpiece of this team that they desperately needed. And Mabank working again, Sims with it. Gonna stop, give it to Sanchez. She's gonna take a three. Oh man. Close on it, but not quite. Sims takes it out to three-point land. Gonna try her own hand at it. Not able to get it to fall. Over to Parker. She's gonna try her hand at it. Not able to get it to fall. Rebound for Tiarina. Up through the contact and one bucket again. Harper Tiarina. Somebody get excited. The Mabank fans certainly are. And there is the lead. Chance for the three-point play the hard way.
Funny enough, I was running around town and doing things, I think it was yesterday, and I just so happened to run into Carter Sims. And I know we're talking about Tiarina here, but I happened to run into Carter Sims, and I was telling him that, the girls' basketball team might be even funner to watch than the boys' basketball team. And I think this is kind of proving it right now. And those guys are going to have to kind of make me eat my words. And right now, Harper Tiarina is kind of showing you the reason I felt that way,
Absolutely right. As back on the other end, Van not able to get their first shot, but they did come away with the rebound, so chance to reset things here. Trying to get it up top of the key with Sherhart. Cambry Phillips with a little bit too tight a defense there. Going to end up with a foul. So we are going to have Van doing the inbounding here along this sideline. It'll be Walker doing the inbounding. Going to get it into Harvey. And now Harvey going to stay at the top and set up the offense. Goes to the inside to Guy. Guy thought about a post move, but before she put the ball down, the feet moved. So that will be a travel. Looks like quick referee discussion there with Nina Sanchez. But it will be Mabank ball. So Sanchez going to get it into Sims. Sims goes right back to her. And going to go all the way up to Callie Parker. Parker able to swing through, gets it into Tiarina. Gets her shot blocked by the rim there, but nice work there from Cambry Phillips. Able to draw the foul, but boy, was that a close one from going down as well.
And that was again set up there by Tiarina. She just kind of stuck a paw out there and threw the ball handler there just off balance enough that Phillips went in and kind of finished the deal and then able to get the harm here. But again, it's just effort plays, man. Effort plays by a freshman stepping up in big moments. Phillips is a freshman as well. Actually, now I think about it, so two freshmen stepping up and putting in the work, as the youngins would say,
That's right. First shot on the way there from Phillips was good. As substitution comes in, Kendall Woods back into the ball game. Going to give Callie Parker another quick break.
I'm sorry, I lied. Phillips is sophomore. I apologize.
Second shot goes off back iron, no good. And Sherhart grabbed the miss, but had it poked away there by Sanchez. Ends up out of bounds off of Nina, so Van is going to keep possession of it here. As it'll be Walker and Sherhart trying to get it moved up across the floor. Going into the corner there for Stelflug. Passing it around nicely, ends up in the hands of Walker. Walker to Stelflug. Shot no good. Tiarina trying to come away with it and has it poked out of the bounds there by Van. So the Lady Panthers are going to come away with it here. Nina Sanchez still going to do the inbounding. Looking for somewhere to go with it with a tight defense. Able to get it to Sims, right back to Sanchez. Does a nice job breaking the press here. Might think about slowing it down. Woods trying to push it ahead. Has it stolen away. It's Walker here. Walker not thinking about stopping. And unfortunately just kind of loses the footing there. Gets caught in the travel. So another turnover. Boy, that seems to be the theme of the game so far for both teams. Turnovers have kind of just killed both of their momentums. As Mabank trying to work it up ahead. Somehow Nina Sanchez able to save it. And ends up in the hands of Phillips. Nina Sanchez from the corner for a three now, no good. Walker comes down with a miss. Now going to get it into the hands of Sherhart for Van and slow things down into the corner. Harvey and Tiarina going to come across, trying to work from the block, and just unfortunately gets a little bit too much of the body there. Going to end up in some free throws on that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, just a little too much contact on that elbow, like you said. And there's going to be a couple of shots coming up here for Harvey, but you know, Tiarina's played a pretty tight game so far, only her second foul, so I like her being aggressive there in the middle defensively.
Absolutely. First shot there from Harvey, no good. Substitution going to come in. Landry Guy back into the ball game. Going to give Macy Johnston a break. And another one on the other end as McKinley White makes her in to get her way in to give Nina Sanchez a quick break. Looks like a late substitution going to be coming in for Mabank as well as Jada Searcy prepares to come in. Shot on the way from Harvey, no good. And Tiarina able to hop up through the crowd, grab the miss, and then is going to be fouled there by Sherhart. And it looks like she is going to get her first break of the game as Jada Searcy is going to come in.
She's been working hard, man. Working hard.
Absolutely. It is Kendall Woods with it, going to get it up ahead to McKinley White. White able to get it over to Sims. Sims coming all the way inside and unfortunately just not able to stop in time to prevent that foot from moving and gets caught in a travel, so another quick turnover. And again, both of these teams just kind of falling victim to the turnovers at the moment. Sherhart and Walker trying to work it across. Unfortunately, McKinley White comes away with a steal. No good on her shot, however. And it is going to be a foul call. And it'll be Keely Walker caught with a hold. And that will be the fifth foul for Van here in the period. So a couple of free throws for Cambry Phillips coming up.
Yeah, the first quarter, man, at least that first part of it, it looked like it was going to be a pretty high-scoring affair. And since then, it's slowed down a bit. So these free throws got a little extra juice to them right now.
And first one is good there for Cambry Phillips, but just looked up and noticed that was also the third foul for Keely Walker, as now she is being taken out here. So good chance that she does not come in for the rest of this half and maybe waits until a while within the third before she comes back. Yeah. Second one up and good there for Phillips, as Mabank's got a 5-point lead now. Harvey working against Woods there. Able to get all the way inside. Nice pass to Landry Guy, but a little too strong off the glass. And late foul call there. See who they catch here. I think they're going to say it was Searcy caught with the foul there. No, they're going to say Kendall Woods caught with a push. So 2 free throw shots coming up here for Kaylin Harvey. The first one up and no good. She has certainly had a bit of a struggle from the line so far. 1 for 4 at the moment. And second shot coming up. That one does find the bottom. It looks like Sims and White going to be trying to work it across half court. Almost loses it there, but finally recovers. Presley Sims able to get it across, sends it to the corner with Phillips. Phillips almost has it stolen away, trying to get it to Searcy there, and it is stolen away by Guy. So the Lady Vandals working with it here. Harvey trying to work it on a drive to the rim. Gets stopped and ends up with a travel. Mabank taking over once more. As quickly working the inbound here, able to break it, no problem. Got the numbers game. Oh, pass just a little bit off. Looks like it was intended for Searcy there.
They're going to have a discussion here.
Discussion time, yeah. As it okay, so it was apparently tipped away by Van.
I think the official just realized he made a mistake and just, said, hey, brain fart there for a second. I pointed the wrong direction, because that's pretty much what he looked like he said. So,
Callie Parker trying to get the shot off the inbound there, not able to get it to fall. And ball on the floor, trying to work away with it. And Harvey ends up in a travel. She forgot to put it on the ground before she took her first couple of steps. Another turnover, and it is Mabank's ball once more. Sims breaks away from the pressure. Gets to Callie Parker, trying to get it to White. Has it poked away, but White able to recover it. Working back and forth over the top of the key. Back into the hands of White here. White trying to go into the corner. Phillips inside to Searcy, high off the glass on the post move. Not able to get it to fall. Now Van headed the other way. It's in the hands of Sherhart. Sherhart looking to go all the way inside. Decides to bring it back out. Gives it to Harvey there. Harvey with the Euro step. Not able to get it to fall. Fighting for the rebound. Landry Guy puts up the shot, and it does fall that time. As Van almost comes away with the steal.
They do. They're going to get it on the long run. Took the long way to get it, but just a good defensive play back on the other end, hustle play. You've seen Mabank do it a few times tonight. That time the Lady Vandals doing it themselves.
So lead cut to only 2 as Van in control here. And gets it around, and it'll be a shot from Rainey on the elbow, and she gets it to fall, so things all tied up now. Up ahead there. Couple of quick passes, ends up in the hands of Searcy. She's going to take a 3. Oh, man. Not quite able to get it to fall. Ends up bumping off the top of the backboard. Out of bounds is the call. So Lady Vandals going to have it once more. As it'll be Sherhart bringing it up. Going to switch it over there and give it to Rainey. Rainey trying to go far up ahead there into the corner.
Way too
Looks
strong.
like target wasn't quite home, or, yeah, like you said, just a bit too strong. By a bit, I mean a lot too strong. Ends up soaring out of bounds. Mabank does a nice job passing it all the way up ahead. Tries to go all the way to Phillips in the corner. Looked like a little deja vu, but kind of flip-flops there. As that time it was Mabank who ends up soaring it out of bounds. Van going to quickly work it ahead. Caught, trapped here right in front of us. Almost hit a basketball there. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Got a little freaked out there for a second.
Get involved, JD. Get involved. That must have been, I don't know. I got the replay running in front of me. We'll see what it looks like here. Oh, yeah, y'all got a good view of that. Y'all got a real good view of that as I get the replay about 30 seconds later.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to say it will be Lady Vandals' ball here. As they're going to get it into Sherhart. Sherhart now working from the top of the key. Sends it over to Harvey. Harvey now going to work off of a screen, going to take a stop and pop shot. No good. Trying to work on the miss. Jump ball going to be the call. And possession arrow going to go in favor of Van this time. Sherhart going to inbound it underneath their own basket, able to get it inbounded to Harvey. Harvey now going to have it poked away by Sanchez, and she's able to come away with the steal.
How good is she at that, man? We've seen her do that for 2 years straight now.
Working it up ahead to Sims. She's going to take a three from the corner. No good on it. Harvey trying to come down with the rebound. Loses the footing there. Ball ends up out of bounds. So Mabank here going to inbound it underneath their own goal. Sims going to do the inbounding. Able to get it in right there to White. And White just has it kind of stripped from her hands.
Yeah.
And another jump ball going to be forced there.
Had a rugby scrum break out here.
Yeah. And possession arrow is going to keep it on this side of the court with Mabank. So we are.
Scoot him over a bit. McKinley's scooting back and forth, like, where you want me at, guys?
Just tell me what you want from me. Able to get it inbounded right there to Sanchez, working from the corner. Going to send it up ahead to Sims and see if maybe they want to run some offense here. Presley Sims bringing it around. Going to hand it off to Sanchez. Sanchez now to take over, give it over to Sims. Gets it inside there to Searcy and just not quite able to get the post move to work out.
Oh.
As it ends up out of bounds.
See, that ball just wants to come to you, JD. It was about a direct line right for you.
As it is going to be Van's ball here. As Sherhart, Harvey, and Rainey going to get it across half court to the other team. Trying to get it up ahead to Stelflug. And Harvey's pass just soars on her.
Yeah, a couple in a row trying to get into that corner. Just kind of sailed on her, like you said.
And quickly able to break the press here. Nina Sanchez, full head of steam, headed inside. And she is going to be able to draw the foul.
Locked up at 20-20 for, what, about
hot minute now.
3 minutes of game time. So let's see if Nina can break it out for us, JD.
Got a pretty low-scoring affair here in this one. The defenses have definitely come to play here tonight. First shot on the way from Sanchez, and it is good. That was her first chance to be, well, not her first chance, but finally able to get on the board there for her team in the scoring column. Has made can't say she hasn't made an impact in this one, though. She has been a cornerstone of keeping the momentum going and able to get it away from everybody. Numbers game for Van as Harvey comes away with 2 points on the other end. Beautiful work there on the in transition. Trying to go up ahead to Phillips. Final seconds here in this one, and they will expire. So it will be a 1-point lead for the Lady Vandals headed into halftime, 22-21. They lead it here over your Lady Panthers. Boy, what an exciting one.
Yeah. I know, got to catch your breath there for a second. Well, why don't we go ahead and do exactly that, JD? Let's go ahead and take us a little break, and we'll come back and get you everything you need to know about the first half, get you ready for the second half. Sound like a deal?
Sounds good to me. We'll see you after this.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056. For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
We are so proud of each one of them. Our groups being recognized tonight are first and second grade. So you guys will give them a round of applause. Third and fourth grade girls, if you will give a round of applause. And fifth and sixth grade girls, if you will give them a round of applause. Again, thank you to all of our coaches and everything you do have on tonight, and keep working hard.
All right, so I'm going to step in and say here that, yes, I was actually sent information on this, and that is my fault that since the ice storm last week, Mabank Youth League is here being honored tonight because they weren't able to do it last Tuesday. So that's what we got going on right here. So y'all give us just a minute, and we're going to kind of let this play out a second. All right, well, while they get that all taken care of, let's go ahead and send it to one more short break just so we can make sure we stay on schedule. We'll be right back after this 30-second break in the action. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community. And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with new and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your cart of your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts. All right, back here at the City Backflow Mobile Broadcasting Sports Desk. We are the Cedar
Creek Media.
We are Cedar Creek Media. Taylor Honey,
JD Bird,
and we are happy to be here with you. The Lady Vandals enjoying a 1-point lead so far through 2 quarters of this one. And JD, I think you've got a little statistical breakdown of how this has gone so far.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's a full breakdown, but I got some points that were scored for you.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, starting first off with the Lady Vandals, you got 2 of your players leading in the scoring department for you at the moment. Landry Guy and Kaylin Harvey, both with 6 points apiece. They are followed closely by Addison Rainey with 4. Keely Walker's got 3, Lana Sherhart with 2, and Jaylee Wiesinger with 1. And on the other side of things, you may make Lady Panthers your leading scorer in this one, somebody who we don't usually say is the leading scorer, but she is tonight so far. Only person in the entire game in the double digits when it comes to points. Cambry Phillips has got 10 so far on the game.
Whoa.
Followed by Harper Tiarina with 7. Sims has got 3 for the Lady Panthers. And finally, Nina Sanchez with 1 free throw point. And that is the way that the scoring has shaped up for both of these teams. Of course, as you can see there, not a lot of scoring for both of these teams throughout this one. Only a 1-point lead again for the Lady Vandals. It has been really a defensive showing here in this one, but I mean, more than that, it's kind of been a turnover killer.
Yeah.
Has what it's really been. I mean, I understand that both of these teams are kind of playing a defense that is a little more pressure-based, get in your face, make you make mistakes like that. But at the same time, on your offense, you've got to be able to calm down enough to realize that there is a way to be able to break those things, and they have to find the solutions for those things. And neither team has really done that successfully yet.
Yeah, and that's kind of feeding exactly into what you're saying. The few times that Mabank has been able to kind of go on a little bit of a point run is when they have slowed things down. You know what I mean? Like with Cambry Phillips there, it was the extra pass. You know what I mean? Like she scored, I want to say, like 4 or 5 points in pretty quick succession, and she was the extra pass there. You know what I mean? So being patient, finding the person that's open, and not necessarily just going for whatever seems like is the first thing that's open. Because exactly as you said, this has been a defensive battle. So in these kind of games, maybe you don't try and turn up the intensity. Maybe you just kind of go ahead and play into that, the ebb and the flow and the way things have been going. And just, you know, instead of taking that real decent-looking shot, maybe go ahead and hold out for the good shot, because they've been coming open, but it's maybe just the little bit of excitement and getting ahead of yourself a little bit. It's kind of been the bugaboo for both of these teams. That's where the turnovers come from, is when you're trying to get moving a little bit faster than your body will allow, and your brain gets going faster than your hands. That's when you run into problems, and I think that's mostly what's been happening so far tonight for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to remember that it's this is one of those games that it is a multitude of different possessions added up over the length of the entire game, right?
Yeah.
So if you are able to make 50% of those possessions that you have within a game work, you've got a chance for a lot of success there.
Absolutely.
I mean, because you are going to be getting a lot of possessions. So being able to just slow down, focus a bit, make the most of each possession that you get, and don't worry about having to make these huge jumps to be able to get this quick lead. Or if you're down a couple of points, you don't have to worry about getting it all back at one time, because if you were able to slow down and work your offense the correct way, eventually those points are going to add up enough for you to get back in it, and you've already shown that you can play the defense to be able to keep them in it. So, I mean, really for both of these teams, the game plan is kind of the same. Slow it down on the offense, keep the intensity going on the defense, trust each other enough to know, hey, there is a way for us to be able to come out and talk on this one.
I agree. Well, all right, JD, let's go ahead and take us one more short break. We'll come back with the second half of action right here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Hey sports fanatics, are you tired of that builder-grade kitchen or your bathroom being stuck in 1998? Mosier Contracting has been remodeling homes around Mabank and DFW since 1995. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom home building. We guide you start to finish with real communication without the guesswork. See it in person at our kitchen and bath showroom on Market Street or our flooring showroom on Mason Street in Mabank, USA. Mosier Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call us at 903-470-8550, where we take con out of contracting.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
All righty, and we are back to it here to start the second half of action. And it is going to be a change of sides of the court, so it'll be Van starting out with it on the offense here. As the five out there are going to be Lana Sherhart, Addison Rainey, Landry Guy. Looking for who's in the corner there. Number 12, Macy Johnston, and number 3, Kaylin Harvey. And quickly going to start there. Going to get caught in a travel. Quick turnover start for the Lady Vandals. And the Lady Panthers going to come away with a quick possession. So Jada Searcy gets the inbound right back to Sanchez there. Works it all the way up right before half court before she swings it back to Searcy. So now going to go to work here, passing around the outside. In the corner there, was looking for Jada Searcy on a cut to the basket and loses the ball. Jada Searcy trying to poke it away a second time. That time she'll get caught with a foul.
Yeah,
I believe that is.
There we go. I knew something was wrong. We had this thing turned up so we could hear the presentation. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
So that will be Searcy's third foul. So she is going to come out of this one for a little bit, and McKinley White going to enter in her stead. So the 5 out there for your Lady Panthers right now: McKinley White, Nina Sanchez, Harper Tiarina, as a quick turnaround shot for Landry Guy there. Does not end up in any points, but Kendall Woods and Callie Parker finalizing the 5 on the court for Mabank at the moment. Nina Sanchez brings it across half court, but then picks up her dribble. And then another quick foul as Nina Sanchez trying to prevent the quick breakaway there. As Kaylin Harvey came away with a nice steal. So Lady Vandals going to go right back to work on the offense. It is Sherhart bringing it up for her team. Going to send it over there to Rainey. Rainey inside to Harvey. Harvey thought about a turnaround, sends it back out to 3 there for Rainey. Rainey's shot headed out of bounds, but nice job by Sherhart. Throws it behind her and catches it off the leg of Kendall Woods.
Yeah, nothing Kendall could do about that one. Even if she tried to play it, she'd had to pull out one of those soccer moves, and that's not legal either.
And right there, trying to get it to Rainey underneath the basket. Quick breakaway here for Callie Parker. Layup, on the other end is good. Callie Parker able to put in her first points of the game.
What a feed from Kendall Woods, my Lord. Put that thing in the mail and send it right directly to her house.
It was a beautiful pass. Nice vision down court. And a quick timeout is going to be called here for Van. And it's going to be a 30-second variety. We were a little late getting to it.
Yeah,
our commercial's a little bit too long to be able to fit into 25 seconds. So we're going to stay right here for a second.
Yeah, I'm probably telling on myself a little bit here, but, the industry standard is a 30-second commercial. Every time I end up making a commercial for us, JD, it's like 38, 39 seconds. So you know what? If you advertise with us, dadgummit, you get your value.
You get as much time as we could possibly give you, man.
It's basically like buy a commercial, get a third of one for free. You know what I mean? So, speaking of that, need some Cayuga sponsors. So, hey, if anybody out there is wanting to sponsor some Cayuga broadcasts as well, Mabank, Cayuga, we've got it all open. So, holler at us.
Lady Vandals going right back to work as they're able to get it inbounded right there to Sherhart. Sherhart going to work off a couple screens there, turn around, give it to Rainey. Right back to Sherhart now. Full head of steam, headed inside. Going to try to put it up through the contact from Tiarina. And, just kind of loses it there.
I think Harper did her best Cooper Klein impression right there and snapped that thing. Like a football, just didn't quite work out. Or it did work out. Actually went off of a Van person. I'm sorry, but.
Gets it into Kendall Woods, looking for somewhere to go to get out of the trouble. Able to get it there. Nina Sanchez breaks it away. Extra pass to Tiarina. Just not able to get it to fall, but Nina Sanchez working hard there for the rebound. Unfortunately, I'm going to say I think she had a foot on the line as she was falling out of bounds there. So Van going to take over once again. Looks like they're going to put it into the hands of Harvey. Back over to Sherhart. And pass just too high, intended for Sherhart there.
Yeah.
Ends up crashing into the scorers table there.
Seen that. Harvey's just been a little off on her passing.
So now Nina Sanchez bringing it across half court. Going to send it up ahead to Woods. Woods looking for somewhere to go. Finally going to put it on the ground here. And working away inside. Going to put up a little floater shot. Tiarina able to come away with a miss. Another shot from Woods on the way. This time, Van is going to come away with a rebound. Working it all the way up ahead there to Johnston. Johnston trying to go all the way inside herself. Harper Tiarina going to get caught with a foul.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's hard in basketball. If you're the taller player, you've kind of – it's the innocent until proven guilty. It's not the way it is when you're that much taller on the basketball court. You're kind of, guilty until proven innocent. And that's just kind of one of those fouls right there where Harper T. Arena, she was really in a pretty good spot, but she just kind of, so much taller.
Yeah.
that the contact does not look good for her. So
3 substitutions there come in for the Lady Panthers. Cambry Phillips, Presley Sims, and Jada Searcy all enter back into the ball game. Nina Sanchez getting the miss there and sends it up ahead. Cambry Phillips thinks about taking baseline, decides not to, able to get the entry pass there to Searcy, and Searcy trying to work inside, not able to get the shot to fall.
She got licked.
Looks like there may have been a little bit of contact from behind, and she ended up face first on the court. A little slow to get up, but she does, able to jog it back down court. So Van going to take over again, as it'll be Harvey trying to bring it across half court there. Whoa, that was a back court right there. Might have missed that one, as Lady Vandals trying to work it on the other end.
Yep. That time it just kind of dribbled off the hand of Rainey there and ended up out of bounds. We've all done that before. Dribbled and went to
missed the second dribble.
Exactly, just kind of miss,
Nina Sanchez looking for somewhere to go with it, able to get it to White. And now they're able to make it across half court. Presley Sims with it in her hands, gets it up ahead to Searcy. Searcy going to take baseline, trying to work through things. Has it poked out of bounds there from Van. Man, that is definitely one thing that has been very apparent in this one, is both of these teams playing with a lot of intensity.
Yes.
Just going back and forth. There seems to be no stop to either of their game at the moment. In the corner, Presley Sims looking for somewhere to go. It's going to be stolen away again by Van. Pass up ahead there to Walker. Walker going to take a 3, no good. Nina Sanchez comes down with the miss. Going to wait for the traffic to clear. Now sends it up ahead. Cambry Phillips on her way to the basket. Landry Guy able to come away with a nice block. Sherhart now going to try to work it all the way through.
Charge going to be, blocking foul, looks like.
Yeah, going to be called against Nina Sanchez, as both of them kind of collided quite hard on that one. Oh, they're going to keep it. It's going to be an on-the-floor one here. So it'll stay with Van. They're going to be inbounding underneath their own goal. Looking for somewhere to go. Tries to send it all the way up top. McKinley White had a chance to come away with it. Oh, man. Say Stelflug did not touch it there, and it was touched by McKinley White as it went out of bounds. So Van going to change where they're doing their inbounding, and Mabank just going to let them bring it across. Sherhart working against Phillips here, able to get it inside to Guy. Guy going to try to work and forces her way up through the contact. He's going to catch Jada Searcy.
It's going to be number 4 for her, too.
I mean, Searcy played that just as well as you could. But Guy able to get into the body and draw that one there. And first shot there from Guy is no good. So Harper T. Arena going to come back into the ball game as we await Guy's second free throw attempt. Second one on the way. That one does fall. That'll tie everything up. Knotted up 23 apiece, looking for somewhere to go. Able to get it inbounded to White. Right back to Sanchez. Sanchez working it quickly here. And to T. Arena. And there's a foul on the other end. Harper T. Arena going to get a couple of free throw shots here.
Man, like you said, this game has been intense, and it's for a 23-23 game halfway through the third quarter. this has been a very entertaining matchup between these two teams. As you said, it's just been good defense, man.
Absolutely. As it looks like Lana Sherhart is going to get caught with the foul there on this one. As first free throw there from Harper, not able to fall down. Unfortunately, these free throws have really just been her I would say it's her Achilles heel so far, and every single one we've seen her take a lot of free throws, and unfortunately the success just isn't quite there on them yet. As she goes 0 for 2 from the line again, but Mabank able to keep it on this side, and Landry Guy is going to be able to come away with it. Man,
Nina
fight
Sanchez.
back on the other end. Nina Sanchez and one shot. Cambry Phillips going to work for 3 points the old-fashioned way. And a technical foul is going to be called against the Van coach. And chaos ensues.
So that's going to be 2 shots coming up here for the Panthers. It'd be 2
so we've
for
got
the technical, and then the 1 extra, right?
I believe so. So, see, I don't know if I wouldn't imagine that they're going to bring somebody else in to shoot these free throws here. I think they might just leave Phillips to do it all. But, of course, Phillips going to be shooting the 1 for her and 1. And if they keep it with Phillips, then she's got 2 more here for the technical. And then, of course, Mabank also going to be retaining possession here after all of the shots. So first they're going to take
we're getting the chess pieces moved around here.
See exactly what they got going on here.
Tell you what, I can go. I normally don't fix it for 3 seconds, but since we're just sitting here, do you mind fixing me up there? 3:36.
Yes, sir, I will.
Might as well, you know.
As Cambry Phillips is going to be the one shooting these technicals here. First shot on the way. Nothing but the bottom. That's a way to work through the pressure.
Threw a perfectly timed whistle by somebody in the Van crowd, too. I got to
Sure
give
was.
them props. I mean, that was like perfectly timed.
So, yeah, 2 more free throws coming up here for Cambry Phillips. Another one on the way, and good. Ice in the veins right there.
Still slightly impressed by the...
And not quite able to get the last one to fall. So all the technical shots out of the way. Substitution going to come in here. Harvey back into the ball game. Going to give Johnston a quick break on the Van side. And we are right back to the action. Mabank got the possession. Going to get it inbounded to White. White going to slow it down, get it back to Sanchez. And now they'll work from the top of the key. Swings it over to White there, looking for space. Gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez now going to work it to the corner for Sims. Sims, high pass, back to her. And entire offense kind of running through Nina Sanchez right now. And another foul coming up. A hold going to be called. I think they're going to put it on Harvey this time. No, they're going to put it on Sherhart, and that is going to be her 4th foul of the game. She's going to have to come out of this one for a second. Probably want to preserve her as much as they can. And Macy Johnston going to come right back into it.
Mabank was also down in the foul department here in the 3rd quarter. 4 fouls to none, and Van has rattled off 4 quick ones, now to 4 apiece. Man.
Nina Sanchez headed inside, able to get didn't get the floater, but got the second chance bucket. And able to keep things going here. McKinley White comes away strong with a steal and forces the jump ball. Possession arrow going to go into the way of Mabank. So another quick stolen possession. And now a quick timeout is going to be taken for Van. As they step away, so will we. We'll be right back here after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro. Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
All righty, and we are right back to it here. Man, kind of got exciting in the last, minute of this third period here, as both of these teams not wanting to give an inch to the other. Mabank with the possession right now. They get it inbounded to Sanchez there. Sanchez has a little bit of space, going to send it to Sims in the corner. No good on the shot, fighting for the rebound. Stelflug comes away with it. Up ahead to Walker now for Van. And right back to Stelflug. And trying to get it to Harvey there on a lazy pass. And Cambry Phillips comes away with the steal and breakaway layup. Talk about some momentum. Lady Panthers coming away with it here. And beautiful defense results in another jump ball here.
Yep. Cambry Phillips getting her hands on it. She is turning it on here in this third quarter. And, there's been a lot – I'm sorry, let me cut you up, but there's been a lot of rotation on that third guard spot in the starting group for Mabank, and Cambry's been one of those members. I think she's really stating her case tonight.
And beautiful job on the defense for Cambry Phillips. Holy cow.
2 tie-ups on back-to-back toss-ins, man. I'm telling you.
Still leading in the scoring department for her team, being the defensive anchor for her team as well. Cambry Phillips is taking on a load here tonight, and she is delivering. Nina Sanchez trying to work it up ahead there to Sims, and it's poked out of bounds by Keely Walker. So quick stop there as they're going to have to reset it there from the sideline right here and send it all the way over to McKinley White with that inbound. Trying to work it into the corner to Sims again. Sims trying to work it inside to Tiarina and fighting with it there inside. Oh. And man, Tiarina just not quite able.
Had a toe on it.
Had a foot on the baseline there. Ends up back in the hands of Van now after the turnover. Harvey bringing it down, working against Phillips. Gets it to Guy. Guy right back to Harvey. Brings it to the top of the key, going to direct some traffic. Going to send Rainey to her, trying to get the entry pass there. I think that was, Emery Stelflug on her way to the basket there.
Wanted to say it every time, but didn't want to throw off your rhythm.
So 2 shots coming up for her as she was fouled on her shot attempt. First one on the way, no good. So Mabank working with their 8-point lead right now. A second shot on the way, also no good there for Emory. Nina Sanchez now going to try to work it back the other way. Showing off a bit of the dribble moves here. Able to keep control. And beautiful entry pass there. Oh, just not able to get it to fall is Tiarina. But boy, that looked good.
Oh, yes. You keep doing stuff like that, man. I'm telling you, this team has got such a bright future. This team, the season's winding down. Playoffs are coming, and they're going to be a tough out.
Harvey on a drive to the basket, able to put it up and in there, high off the glass. Nina Sanchez going to be able to get it across half court all by her lonesome. Coming around here, going to send it to the corner. Sims, three-pointer again, just off the mark. And there's another thing she's been doing very well. Cambry Phillips grabs the miss and puts it back up down there. One of the smaller people on the court. And she has been doing a great job on the boards. She's right there. Kaylin Harvey ends up getting fouled by Presley Sims there. So a couple free throws coming up for her.
Yeah, it puts Mabank over the limit there. So
yeah, she's also been struggling from the line a little bit. She's 2 for 5 so far on the night. So let's see if her luck can kind of turn around. Is right there. She does a nice job knocking in the first one. 25 seconds left to go here in this third period of action. As Harvey lines up for number 2, and she knocks it down. So, hey, definitely improved the percentage there on that trip to the line. And Sanchez able to get it into White. White now going to put it on the floor. Passes up ahead to Phillips. Phillips now. Oh. Going to get caught with a travel there. Kind of just had the dribble go a little bit too high. And so another quick turnover. Van's got a chance to continue to kind of eat in on this lead. Landry Guy gets the entry pass, trying to work the post move against T Arena, not able to get it to fall. Trying to pass it all the way up ahead quickly. And with time expiring, that is how the third period of action comes to a close. A very action-packed third period comes to a close. With that being said, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here after this.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
All righty, and we are going to come right back to it. They didn't put the time up there this time, but hey, I think we're pretty close to on cue there. As
close enough.
we are right back in it to start this final period of action. It has certainly been an action-packed one, that is for sure.
That it is, sir. That it is. Mabank going to be enjoying a 6-point lead going into this fourth quarter of action. But as we've seen from these Lady Vandals, they're definitely not going to give up on this one.
Absolutely not. As the inbound going to go to Sherhart. And she is immediately going to go to work. She's going to work it inside there to Walker. Walker going to come all the way around. Puts up a shot, and she'll be fouled. See who they assess this one on. It looks like they're going to put it on Kendall Woods there. That's going to be her third personal foul in this one. So Keely Walker going to be shooting her first free throws of the game. First one on the way and good there for Walker. Second shot coming up here. That one no good, off front rim. And McKinley White does a nice job of getting in front of the shooter, or that would have went right back to Walker.
Yeah.
And jump ball going to be forced, so.
The possession arrow was with you, so unfortunately you burned it early, but like you said, if not, that would have been a pretty easy run right back at the bucket.
That's right. So able to quickly break the press there and get it across half court. But unfortunately, Sanchez picks up the dribble, able to find Tiarina standing on the free throw line there. Into the corner, Woods, 3 on the way, not quite. Tiarina, though, fighting for a rebound, and unfortunately a jump ball is going to be the call. So,
well, if we're being honest, JD, I think the jump ball that time was between Cambry Phillips and Harper Tiarina.
And Sherhart trying to work it inside with the floater, and Tiarina just kind of swats that one away. So Van is going to keep it here on their side of the floor.
Yeah, I think if you go back and you look at the replay of that last tie-up, man, you'd see there was 2 Mabank players that held on to it when he whistled. So,
trying to work it inside the guy there and pass just a little off the mark. White comes away with a steal. Nina Sanchez works it all the way across half court. Now going to go into the corner there with Phillips. Phillips trying to return to Cinder and has it stolen away. McKinley White in transition. It's going to be on the floor there, but is going to get caught with the hold. It's going to be her second personal. So one of the few in this one that doesn't have 3 already. Sherhart going to be doing the inbounding, looking for somewhere to go. Just kind of sends it all the way up top. Harvey, the recipient. She's going to try to make a drive all the way inside. Harper Tiarina steps up in front. She's going to be fouled. So Kaylin Harvey going to have another 2 shots coming up here. And unfortunately, that will be Tiarina's 4th foul in this one. Of course, her, I wouldn't say replacement, but her substitute, Jada Searcy, also working with 4 fouls. So those are 2 players that are kind of detrimental to your team, that one more foul for each of them means that you don't have them anymore. Of course, Landry Guy there for Van at that point. Very well might start getting a bit of an edge in this one. Second shot on the way for Kaylin Harvey. That one does find the bottom. So it goes 5 for 9 so far. As McKinley White has her dribble stopped for a second, but Nina Sanchez able to break away, goes all the way down, puts up the 2.
Little sidestep for 2 there.
Yeah, just, I mean, looked like one of those things where she was looking, she faked as though she was looking for somewhere to go with it and just kind of took it all the way herself. Kaylin Harvey sends it back out to Sherhart for 3, and she's got the shot.
That was an answer right there.
Yeah, it was. McKinley White swings it over there to Woods. Woods now breaks away with the numbers, trying to put in the shot. Not able to get it to work. Fighting for the rebound on the other end. It ends up out of bounds off of Van.
Yeah.
So it stays there. A couple of substitutions come in as Presley Sims and Callie Parker both make their way back into the ball game. Only a 3-point lead here for the Lady Panthers right now, so this is an important possession here. And trying to work it, but almost stolen away by Sherhart. Somehow it ends up back in the hands of Mabank, so they're going to keep the possession here. And almost another mistake there, but Nina Sanchez does a nice job recovering. Working it on the drive all the way inside. Landry Guy sends that one packing. Working it all the way up ahead to Harvey, and she is going to be caught fouled again.
Let's see who
a couple
this
more
one
free
be.
throws coming up.
That's going to be Woods. So now Kendall Woods going to have 4 fouls on her, and that is the 4th team foul. So only 1 left to give for the team.
Yeah, Van so far this period, not a single foul committed. Harvey has been doing a great job of being able to get into the bodies of people and draw those. Free throw no good right there. So now Woods going to head to the bench as Cambry Phillips comes back into this one. So the 4 on the court right now, you got Jada Searcy, Nina Sanchez, Presley Sims, Callie Parker, and Cambry Phillips all out there for Mabank. And Mabank able to come away with the miss. And timeout is going to be called there for Coach Sutton, as a bit of trouble there was what it was looking like. So quickly, we're going to take another step away, and we'll be back here after this.
Tired of rolling your trash can to the road and wondering if the big company's even going to show up? Sick of call centers, excuses, and price hikes from people who probably don't even know where Mabank is? Well, Neighborhood Sanitation is your solution, and they've been servicing Mabank and surrounding areas for over 40 years, priding themselves on being family-owned, local, and on time. From weekly cart service at your house to bigger bins and cleanup trailers for those spring cleaning binges, they've got you covered without the corporate nonsense. Make the switch today. Call Neighborhood Sanitation at 903-887-6711 and keep your trash local.
All righty, back to the action here after the timeout from Mabank. And it'll be the Lady Panthers with it here on their side of the floor. They get the inbound to Sanchez there into the corner to Parker. Now right back to Nina. Nina going to go through, work off a screen there, and send it out to Sims. Sims going to switch sides, looking for Callie Parker in the corner. It's stolen away by Walker. Up ahead now to Rainey. Rainey on the fast break, able to get the shot to fall. So now it'll be a 1-point lead for Mabank. Sims able to get it across half court. Thought about going to the corner again to Parker. And it is poked out of bounds by Van. Now Presley Sims going to come out as Tiarina comes back into the game. Looking for, trying to sort out who's going to be doing the inbounding and such. And Nina Sanchez gets her name called. And a jump ball going to be forced. And Sherhart almost comes away with a steal. So it is going to keep it on this end of the court with the possession arrow. So Mabank going to keep it. Searcy doing the inbounding this time. Going to get it to Sanchez. Nina Sanchez going to bring it all the way across the top of the key. Turns around, gives it back to Searcy. Searcy now has a little bit of space to the inside. Beautiful job on her way to the basket. And Jada Searcy finally able to get into the scoring column. And Van trying to work it back the other way. Tries to send inside, and it is poked out of bounds by Mabank. So going to have to reset it underneath their own goal here. Sherhart is going to be the one with the inbounding duties. As substitution, Johnson going to go take a break as Harvey comes back into the game. Rainey had it sent to her at the top of the key, almost loses it. Able to get it to Sherhart, over to Guy. Beautiful post move, but just not quite able to get the finish. Looking for somewhere to go, and just gets, looks like her not quite able to keep the toe on the ground there.
And she's arguing she got hit, and that's what made her take the step, but officials don't see it that way.
So it will be Van here underneath their own goal. Send it into Rainey. Rainey going to take a shot there, no good. Tiarina fighting for the rebound inside. And Guy and Tiarina tie it up there to force the jump ball again. Possession arrow keeps it in the way of Van. So we're staying right here on this side of the court as they go right back to work. Sherhart looking for somewhere to go, able to get the inbound there to Guy. Throws it up, but nothing going. And whoa! Call the foul there on that one. I mean, I saw it as Sanchez does a nice job of poking it away there, and Rainey just kind of grabs onto her arm. And they're going to say it's last touched by Mabank, so it stays here. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Going to get the inbound there to Guy. And everybody trying to run it down. And it is.
That helps.
Going to be a. I mean, again, I don't know if I agree with that call there, as it was definitely Callie Parker that kicks that one all the way there. But they're going to say last touch by Van. We'll take the free possession.
And we're going to take a timeout.
And a quick timeout as well. So as they do, we do. We'll be back here after this. All righty, back to the action here. Mabank going to have it inbounded underneath their own basket. And they're able to do so. Phillips looking to get it in the corner with Searcy. They're able to. Searcy going to take a quick sidestep three, not able to get it to fall. But Cambry Phillips works for the extra bucket and able to get it to fall.
That was an answered prayer right there.
Right there, Harvey trying to work it through the double team on the other end. And she ends up with it out of bounds. Turnover. Mabank comes away with it again. And now it looks like your Lady Panthers might start thinking about slowing things down here. Nina Sanchez just kind of methodically bringing it across here, able to get it over to Searcy. Searcy now drive to the basket, puts it up, puts it in, and one bucket. Jada Searcy with a beautiful move to the rim. Well, forget slowing down when you got an open lane like that to the hoop, and able to get the harm as well. Comes away with a chance at a three-point play.
And there's the experience of the senior. You know, there's been a cap, you know, it seems like on the hoop for her all night. Hadn't scored a whole lot, only now, 4 points in the ball game. But whenever her team needed a bucket, big bucket late in the ball game, she's able to pull one out.
And beautiful job there from Callie Parker. Working hard for the rebound, forces the jump ball, and with the possession arrow, Mabank keeps it right here. So inbounding it underneath their own basket. Searcy looking for somewhere to go, gets it inside to Sanchez. Sanchez now working her way inside, going to put up a shot, and unfortunately not able to get the finish. Van going to take the miss and try to go down as quickly as they can, slow it down a bit now. Goes to Rainey, right back to Harvey. Harvey now goes inside before she comes right back outside. I'm going to send it up top with Walker. Walker now eyes down a three and takes it, just not able to get it to fall off back iron. Nina Sanchez now going to methodically work her way through the traffic to let it clear. And caught in a bit of a bad situation there, as it is going to be a quick timeout called by Coach Sutton here. They're going to take another second to talk things over. So, again, as they do, we do. We'll be back here after this.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
All righty, right back to it here. Well, we're right back to it here. They're still finishing up their timeout. But boy, final period of action. And finally, another bit of a lead is able to be extended from Mabank.
Yeah, Mabank's been able to get a few leads tonight, but Van is, as we said before,
keeping it very competitive in this one, not letting them get too far out of reach, has kept it very close the entire time. So Nina Sanchez gets the inbound and works it up at the top. Gives it over to Parker. Parker now trying to work around everybody and has it poked out of her hands there from Harvey. So going to have to reset things here. Searcy going to walk over to do the inbounding. Sanchez is going to have it inbounded to her. She brings it across, gives it to Searcy. Searcy works off the screen there. Turns around, needs somewhere to go. Gets it to Tiarina, gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez has her shot blocked there from Guy. And fight for it there. Jump ball going to be the call. And possession arrow going to give it in the way of Van.
Yeah, Landry Guy hadn't scored a ton of points or anything tonight, but man, she has been so tough in the middle.
She has been definitely been one of those forces there in the middle of the court, in the middle of the lane that has kept everything kind of going. A Sherhart from the mid-range, able to knock it down. Sanchez and Searcy trying to break the press, and they do it well. They get it to Phillips. Phillips with a foot inside the three, puts it up. Tiarina tries to go back up for the second chance effort through the contact. No foul called. So Van going to work it back the other direction. Harvey on her drive to the basket doesn't come up with points. Mabank go the other way. Sanchez just kind of weaving through all the traffic, and now they'll set up the offense. Going to turn around and give it there to Phillips. Phillips now doesn't see the double team coming, but able to get it away quick enough. Double team here for Callie Parker, able to get the pass off into the corner. Cambry Phillips going to take a late three, and she's got it.
That might be the biggest shot of the ball game so far, JD.
And on the other end, beautiful defense results in another stop. Nina Sanchez just kind of slowly brings it across half court here. And a quick timeout is going to be called there for Mabank.
Well, let's go ahead and take one more, JD. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll go commercial free. There's been a lot, so we'll see what happens.
They do, we do. We'll see you back after this.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake Area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
All righty, coming back after the break here. 44-36, the Mabank Panthers with a pretty nice lead heading down into the final minute 13 of this one.
Such a thing as the clutch gene before, you know what I mean? And that's this team. It just kind of seems to, I don't know if it's in the fabric softener they use on the jerseys or what it is, you know what I mean? But, man, I'm telling you, they have, whenever these games get tough, these ladies get really, cinch it down, and they seem like they can come out of it more often than not.
No, it's from the ice that they all have in their veins. That's what it's from.
Fair enough.
And fight for the ball there.
Looks like a timeout going to be granted to Van here.
Yeah, one ref didn't quite see it there. Other one able to catch it for him. So a timeout is going to be assessed for Van there to prevent the turnover. And it will be of the full variety.
Well, I'll tell you what, while we've got it here, JD, I just do want to remind all of our great fans out there that we are doing the Cedar Creek Media Order of Athletic Merit Scholarship this year. One male and one female athlete. We'll be splitting the I don't know, what would I say, the pot, I guess, you know what I mean? They'll be splitting whatever dollary dues we've got there.
in our account. So
Gotcha.
Anyway, long story short, what I'm getting at is if you want to donate today, you can either find us, write a checkout to us here at the, whatever, at the game, what am I trying to say? The gym. Goodness, I could not think of the word. Thank you. Whether we're at the gym, the diamond, the football field, whatever it is, or that Venmo right there, you can always donate via Venmo. We'll also be having some basketball auctions. I'll get one basketball, the girl team, and one basketball, the boy team, and we'll be auctioning those off later as well. And again, all funds from that will be going to the Cedar Creek Media Order of Athletic Merit Scholarship for your Mabank Panthers and Lady Panthers. So figured that instead of a regular commercial, we'd hit one of those.
Right.
Quick. So there we go.
Nice little live read there.
Yeah.
Haven't done one of those in a hot minute.
Yeah, right.
Since the radio days. Nonetheless, Van going to get it here after the timeout. Sherhart going to be working it ahead for her team. Going to give to Harvey. Harvey trying to work her way inside. No good on the shot. Harper Tiarina comes away with the miss. Up ahead to Woods. Woods up ahead there to Phillips. And going to do a nice job of slowing things all the way down. Trying to eat up as much time as they can. And now in comes the fouling. It's first one there for Harvey.
And for Van, their clean play throughout the beginning of this quarter, they're actually going to kind of hurt them a little bit here as we're under a minute to go, and they're going to have to get 3 more fouls before the shots.
So we've got it inbounded there to Sanchez, and it will again be Harvey sacrificing the fouls.
And just as I believe they're just going to keep fouling here.
Able to get to Sanchez again, into the corner to Woods. Woods now tries to send it through over to White, and it will end up sailing out of bounds. So didn't have to give up a foul there on that one.
Yeah.
As Van going to come away with it again, but another quick substitution going to come in as Tiarina is going to make it back into this one. I think they want her for the defense. They need somebody to be able to stop Landry Guy down there. So inbound goes to Sherhart. Sherhart going to work off a screen, full head of steam to the basket, underhand layup, able to get it to fall.
That's unfair. That should be illegal right there. My goodness,
that was
underhand
a shot and a half
scoop.
right there.
So
another timeout coming up for Van here, this time with the full minute variety. We are going to take a step away, and we'll be back here after this.
Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community. And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with new and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your cart of your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts.
All righty, and we're here a little bit before they are once again.
If you're here for the 7:30 boys basketball game, know that we are too.
Yeah, that's right.
So this one's running definitely way behind in the clock. The JV boys actually went into OT before the girls game, so that kind of pushed everything backwards. So we will have the men's basketball game right after this, so y'all stick with us.
So Mabank going to have it, trying to get the inbound, able to get it to Sanchez, and quick foul going to come in there. This time it's from Rainey. And that'll be the 4th one for Van. So they've got one more to give before shots here. So Searcy again going to do the inbounding, looking for somewhere to go with it. Able to get it to Sanchez. Sanchez get breakaway, trying to use up as much time as they can. Finally, Sherhart is going to foul. That will be her 5th personal. So she's going to be fouled out of this one.
Yeah, I think that was the one person that Van didn't want to have to use the foul.
But they need the time to even have a chance to put up the 6 points that they need for it. Kendall Wood's going to be doing some free throw shooting here.
She hasn't yet been able to find her way into the scoring column yet, so chance to do it here with some clutch free throws. First one up and beautiful. Nothing but the bottom. Well, I say nothing but the bottom, but had a little bit of net in there.
Maybe a little bit of back rim, a little bit.
Finds the bottom. That's what we'll say. It found the bottom, but it looked quite nice as second shot incoming. That one just as beautiful as the first one. Able to go 2 for 2 from the line there, and you talk about clutch free throws. That is what they are right there. As Van, again, needs quick scores here. Harvey bringing it down. They need three-pointers, but Harvey works it all the way down inside. Callie Parker able to come away with the miss. Searcy gets it up ahead. Cambry Phillips. And not smart to be fouling there, as, I mean, it's over now. You ain't got time for anything, but Cambry Phillips, might as well go give her a couple more points as she has dominated in this one, both on the defense and the offense for her team.
I mean, she's got to be knocking on the door at 20, yeah, if not more.
Yeah, give me just 1 second. I was about to add them all up.
Yeah, first shot, a little offline to the right there as I'll kind of keep this thing on the train so you can do your thing for a second here. Don't do it quite as well as you, but hey,
She's got 22 points so far in the ball game, so she has been definitely racking them up and make that 23 with that final free throw as Harvey just kind of throws up a latch-stitch thing. But your Lady Panthers able to hold on and come out on top in this one, 47-38. They win it.
All right, well, JD, it was a interesting game. It was a fun game. It looked like it was going to be a defensive battle, and then we had an offensive slugfest break out. But we've got to dot the T's, cross the I's, do all that kind of stuff as we get ready for our boys basketball coverage. So y'all stick with us. We'll be back here in just a few minutes on that second link over there on the YouTube, or if you're on Facebook or Twitch, just hang around. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.